It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for season 11 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at something very interesting that came out. Now, it's not official, so you could look at it as a leak. That's why I'm not showing exactly what I'm going to talk about, because it's kind of spoilery. But it appears that they're doing a very shocking Commonwealth remix in season 11. And by Commonwealth remix, I mean a remix of the Commonwealth comic storyline. Now, there's two ways that they could go with this. One is more likely than the other, but they're both equally as interesting. So in this video, we're gonna cover that, and we're gonna talk about who the mystery character is on the top left, who's wearing the Commonwealth clothing. But obviously, if you don't want to know this information, if you don't want to know any spoilers or any leaks, you may not want to watch the rest of this video, because obviously we're going to talk about it and it will spoil it for you. So with that said, stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we jump into this, if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content by the end, consider subscribing to join our community, share and smash the like button, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. We're actually on the road to 5k subscribers, so if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe to help me get to that milestone. Let's waste no more time and dive right in. So obviously we saw this in the main trailer. We can actually see YUMIKO in a Commonwealth military uniform or gear, or stormtrooper gear, looking at a wall with different pictures of different people on it. Now obviously this is them adapting a comic storyline which had Michonne at the center of it, so they're giving that story to YUMIKO. We talked a lot about this, so I'm not going to cover it here because we've already broken that down, and that's not really the point of this video. But what is interesting about this particular shot is that YUMIKO is wearing Commonwealth gear. Obviously, YUMIKO is not a Commonwealth soldier, so why is she wearing a Commonwealth soldier gear? There's two ways they could go with this. One is that maybe she fought a Commonwealth soldier and tried to escape and was successful in knocking the soldier out, and then probably wore their clothing so that she could get out. That's one possibility, and that's the prediction that I had the first time around. However, based on something else that we got, and this is where the leak or the spoiler comes in, based on this new tease, it appears that this may not be the direction they're going with things. So before I actually get to the leaked image or the behind the scenes image, what I want to talk about is this scene that was in the trailer. So what we know is, in the TV show version specifically, they have Commonwealth recruiting for their military. We actually saw this particular shot in the trailer: fight the dead, save the living, a slogan to recruit people into the Commonwealth military. We actually see Lance Hornsby with some Commonwealth soldiers in the background. Lance Hornsby is actually the bookkeeper for the Commonwealth community. But what's important here is that it appears that the Commonwealth are recruiting soldiers. They're recruiting people to join the military. There's actually tons of different teases at that in the trailer and the teasers. So it's not just this one particular shot. What if YUMIKO was wearing the Commonwealth military gear not because she was trying to escape, but because the Commonwealth wanted her to become a soldier? You know what I mean? That would be very interesting. So they tried to recruit her as a Commonwealth soldier. Now obviously, the way that it kind of worked in the comics is whoever entered the community, if they were accepted, they took the job that they had before the apocalypse. So if you were a lawyer, you become a lawyer at the Commonwealth. So YUMIKO was a lawyer, so it would make sense for her to become a lawyer. So that's kind of interesting why they didn't go that direction. And that's definitely a key factor. So that's something to keep in mind. But assuming that they're going to remix that and not do that, and have a situation where they're recruiting YUMIKO to become a Commonwealth soldier, then it would connect to the behind the scenes image. That's the quote unquote leaked image. So obviously we can see in the image on the left, Rosita. That's not Yumiko, that's Rosita. So how the hell is Rosita wearing a Commonwealth military gear? She's not even at Commonwealth. That's very interesting. We can actually see another shot, Eugene, Rosita, and a Commonwealth soldier there. Obviously Rosita is in the background. She is wearing the Commonwealth soldier gear. So if we are accurate in saying that the Commonwealth recruit Yumiko to become a soldier, maybe later on when other survivors get to the Commonwealth, maybe Rosita is another person who they would recruit to become a soldier. You know what I mean? Something along those lines. Obviously these images were taken recently, and at this point they are past season 11 episode 8, so they are far into the second part of season 11, which means that by that time it is very likely that other survivors would have gotten to Commonwealth. Now the survivor next to Rosita, the Commonwealth soldier, could actually be Yumiko's brother. That may be a stretch, but that's a possibility. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go through in this video. I am very interested to know everyone's thoughts and opinions about this. Why do you think Yumiko and Rosita are wearing Commonwealth military gears? Do you think they're being recruited to join the military at the Commonwealth, or do you think it's something different? And share your thoughts and opinions about what you think they're remixing as far as the Commonwealth story goes. Obviously we see a lot of big differences. One is what I just went through. The other is they're bringing in a fake Stephanie at the beginning, and then they're revealing the true Stephanie later on, which is a remix. It doesn't appear that they're doing a Sebastian story. We haven't got a casting for Sebastian, and we're deep into the season now. So if a casting was to come out, it should have come out earlier. Unless they are switching the gender of Sebastian and they don't want that revealed yet until we see the female version of Sebastian in the TV version. So share your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. If you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content, subscribe to join our community. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe to help me get there. Also, don't forget to press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.